I bet you, just like me, you remember that famous phrase, what's in a name? Hmm. Good question, right? There's actually a lot built into a name. I think we would all agree that a name reveals a lot about the person or the thing behind it. That brings us to today's question. Ron, what's in a name? Inside the healthcare marketplace in my state, there's a bunch of different names, a bunch of different companies, all with a different name, some of them very big, very famous. What is in a name? Should I choose my health insurance plan based on the name? We'll get to that in a moment. But in the meantime, my name's Ron. I own the Integrity Agency. We're licensed in 18 different states and counting. We like to say, making happy clients in a state near you. We also have this little YouTube channel. We hope you get to know it quite a bit. Health Insurance Simplified, where we help people like you get the answers you need that are simple and easy to understand. That way we can demystify this whole complicated health insurance and Medicare insurance landscape that we live in. Now, back to today's question. What's in a name inside a healthcare marketplace plan? Well, there is certainly some things to be known behind the names inside your state marketplace or inside the federal marketplace in the state in which you live. However, the first thing I'm compelled to say is this. Remember, when you go to healthcare.gov, which is the online site anybody in the nation goes to find their Obamacare health insurance plan, unless you're in a state that has what's called a state-based marketplace. So it's all Obamacare. You may be in a state who brought it down to the state level, like, say, the state of Connecticut. They call their Obamacare platform Access Health Connecticut. But in many, many other states, it's taken care of on the federal level. So in many states, it doesn't matter what the state is. You go to the same website known as healthcare.gov. Now, back to the question, what's in a name on the plans you're going to see when you get to your relevant website to shop for a health insurance plan? Well, the Affordable Care Act, first of all, made it easy to try and understand all those different names, because if you know anything at all about the Affordable Care Act and the plans available inside of it, one of the most fundamental things they did, which was helpful, they categorized each type of plan, each plan available to you. So for instance, we all probably know the language gold, silver, and bronze. Now, no matter what website you use to shop for your Obamacare plan, you'll get there and you are probably going to quickly notice everything is categorized as a bronze plan, a silver plan, or a gold plan. Some states have platinum. And the point behind this is the mentality of the Affordable Care Act in trying to simplify health insurance plan shopping for every American, east to west, north to south. They came up with that metallic concept, meaning metal levels, metal colors, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. So that, for instance, let's say most people go with a bronze, okay? It doesn't matter if you're in a small state and there's only, say, 4 bronze plans available. It doesn't matter if you're in a big state and there's a dozen bronze plans. What's in those names? Which one do you choose? Well, at the end of the day, in terms of benefits, it doesn't matter if plans are grouped within the same metal level. Say the one we're using now is bronze. If you're looking at every bronze plan in your state, it doesn't matter if those bronze plans are, say, from 5 different companies. You can almost, now not literally, you can almost close your eyes, drop your finger on your computer screen, open your eyes, and whichever your finger fell on in terms of bronze plans, you're going to see the same types of benefits and the same cost sharing, deductibles and coinsurance, that you would see in all the other bronze plans that you could have chosen. So, what's in the name? Oh, there's still some very helpful things behind that name. You might be thinking of an Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. You might be thinking of a Kaiser Permanente. You might be thinking of a Cigna plan, an Aetna plan, a United Healthcare plan, for instance. There are important things behind each one of those names, each one of those brands, so to speak. Now, at the end of the day, most people are going to choose based on comfort level, right? It's hard to put a price tag on peace of mind and comfort level. However, just know all those plans that I specifically just mentioned, let's say they were all available at the bronze level, they're all essentially giving you the exact same type and degree of benefits and same size deductible and maximum out of pocket. So, is there a difference in the name? Well, yes. There's always that perceived level of customer service you think you get from one company as opposed to another. And whether they are a big company, and so when you call to try and get customer service related to claims, you might get farmed out overseas someplace, and you might have that frustrating dynamic where it's hard to understand the person you're speaking to, as opposed to, say, if you picked intentionally, say, a smaller plan that was also available at the bronze level, since that's the illustration we're using, you might want to consider, for instance, a local plan that maybe isn't quite as well known to you, but say they're local, their office, their main office that you're going to get when you call is local. And the smaller local ones might also be a nonprofit, which a lot of people like the idea of their health insurance plan being not for profit rather than for profit, because then you always have the board of directors and the stockholders to keep happy, right? So, what's in a name? A lot of helpful stuff and reputation is in that name, but hopefully we've demystified that for you and brought that question down a little bit more simply. You choose based on what makes you comfortable, based on the perceived level of customer service you think, knowing if you stayed the bronze level or any particular level, the benefits themselves would be relatively the same. Okay? Now, continue to watch our channel. Please click the subscribe button and continue to watch the videos down below. We're going to be posting a lot more helpful content we think is going to help answer your questions in a simple way. Now, be well, stay healthy, be active. Bye for now. Bye-bye.